Greetings all, Fanny here for Aries' daily oracle message. Happy Thanksgiving all. Okay. Whole bunch of things just came out. I need you to go back because we've got a couple of other things going on today with our readings. Okay. So the first card I wanted to bring up to you today, Aries, is unique gifts. What I love about the imagery of this particular card is that it reminds me of the female reproductive system, with the ovaries, the fallopian tube, and the area where the womb truly rests. Like, the birth of your existence has unique gifts. You inherently have unique gifts that must be cherished, that must be harnessed, that must be seen. You are a star seer. I love the little ladder that goes up to the heavens. And this, I believe, is also the reminder that you have the ability to connect with the ethereal realms, with the spirit realms, with our guardian ancestors, if you develop that connection. And it's not something that can just be done overnight. Yeah, oh my! What was I just saying? You have the ability to connect because you have Soul Star Chakra merging with the divine and beyond the mind. This literally looks like it's coming from her mind, connecting her to the higher divine's eyes, literally with that ladder. I didn't even notice that before I had said that. I love that so much. Yeah. So Aries, you might be developing gifts like clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, things like that. You might be developing mediumship. So if these gifts are coming about, I want you to surrender to them, because psychic gifts and abilities can be very difficult to understand what's happening to you if you weren't raised in a situation where these things were harnessed, where these things were cherished, where you were even taught that this was a thing that could happen in your world. Because so often we think like psychic gifts are either complete hocus pocus or it's only in fantasy worlds, but it is possible to have these gifts here in this realm. And oftentimes some of the things that we are treated with and diagnosed with for like schizophrenia is just a psychic gift that has not been honed, that has not been harnessed, because society tells us that you're crazy if you do that. You have furred and feathered friends, so you might have a very close connection to animals in general. That might also be one of your gifts, is that you could almost even hear what they have to say because you're so close to them, because you, Aries, would be able to see them as a unique soul instead of just an object, like how unfortunately most people see animals. Most people see animals and they just see it as like any other object. In fact, the military used to classify canine units as just another unit, as like a weapon. And it wasn't until a dog like had to chew off his own paw to escape a trap to go back to his squad and lead them out of the Vietnam jungle that they said that we need to retire these animals because they are so dedicated and loyal, and they're living soldiers like the rest of us. Bit of a sad story there, but it did just come to mind. Yeah, Aries, there's a lot of glowing energy here that I see. You have Capricorn that came through. We have Mars energy and the number 12. Number 12, I often see as, it's not even just the end of a cycle, it's beyond the end. Like, you are going much further past where you could be completed. Like, you've gotten to a place and you could be done and you could rest here, but that's not really going in line with the ambition of Aries. And you have Capricorn here, which is the most fiery of the earth signs because they are so ambitious. And the Mars energy here of the divine masculine. So that is you have ambition, like all over. It's just ambition, power, and strength. And it is all being divinely led and guided. Because this is the last oracle until after the holiday, I've also got the charms here, and we're going to go through those. Yeah. So the first one that came out says, good things are going to happen. Going along with the divine masculine energy that you have here, you have your masculine ancestors. This token represents the masculine ancestors, and dragonflies to me personally represent my masculine ancestors. You have a little token that says, do it instead of don't quit. Because what you're bringing about is miraculous. Because we also have the flying pigs. This went along with the little circus things. It's a little peanut, but I also just remember like how big and monumental an elephant is, and to enjoy something so small. I definitely want to tell you to enjoy the little things right now, Aries. You have a little bowler hat and like a corset. So I feel like you'll be going through many different phases and showing yourself in different sides to different people. And I honestly think that that is one of the most amazing things to do, because not every person needs to see all of you. There's a time and a place for everything, Aries. So use your discernment in those moments. And please take some time to just enjoy your life, simply for enjoying your life. Like, you don't have to be going and conquering the entire world every single day. It's amazing that you have that ambition, you have that motivation, and you have the power to see it through, because I really believe that you do, Aries. But please also take the time to actually enjoy everything that you're working for. Things are going to come together because you have been working so much for your own happiness, for your own health's sake. If people have left you because you were too much for them, I understand that, Aries. I've had to step away from situations where I couldn't be around certain people anymore because their energy and everything was just too much for me to handle. But that's just me personally. You're not going to be everything for everyone, and you don't need to be. I think that would go back to what I was saying with don't be afraid if people aren't going to be walking with you as far as you go, because as you're leveling up and as you're moving on to the next phases of your life, you're unmaking and remaking yourself in a constant process. So you're not going to bring everyone along with you, because you are so ambitious, because you are so driven and motivated. Not everyone will be able to see that. And that is okay, Aries, because there will be those who, like I said, you can be different things to different people. You can be the ringleader of one person's party, and you can be the follower and supporter of another person's party. Whatever it is, that's calling to you in the specific moment. But Aries, you are incredibly ambitious. I really believe you could conquer anything as long as you put the work behind your prayers and intentions. And at the same time, please take care of yourself, because you're not going to be doing anyone any good, nor your dream any good, if you're so burnt out and so tired and so exhausted. So there's a time for work and there's a time for rest. That is the only thing that I could think would stop you on your path, is that you don't find that balance. Because I myself, as a Taurus, I'm like, I work really hard and then I play really hard. Sometimes it's really hard to get me out of a work mindset, and sometimes it's really hard to get me out of a relaxing mindset. And that is something that I'm actively working on. And that really is the only challenge that I would see that you would face, Aries. So connect with your animal friends. Do some quiet meditation when you need to, and let your ego surrender to the facade and the mask that it currently holds, because who you are becoming is so much more powerful, brighter, and wiser than who you are now. So everything has to fall apart to come back together. So don't be afraid of that, Aries. Have a beautiful day, my love, and have a happy Thanksgiving.